Hey everyone, it's Argonath here from Return of the Fan, and such an amazing story about how the stupid idiots at Creative Scotland, so this must be a body set up to provide funding for creative works in Scotland, so I guess films, art, things like that. Apparently, they ended up spending £110,000 of public money to bankroll a hardcore porn film. What the fuck is going on? Let's have a read of this from the Daily Mail. The wording of the recruitment notice left little to the imagination. 6 performers wanted to engage in non-simulated sex, so real fucking, including hardcore acts for a 45-minute video installation, it stated. Applicants must be over the age of 18. Oh, thank God for that. And those with previous experience of sex work, particularly in porn context, were welcome to apply, as were deaf, disabled, chronically ill, and neurodivergent performers. Well, got to have that diversity, otherwise they probably wouldn't get public funding, right? With eyebrow-raising candor, the advert asked for 3 of the 6 actors to have porn or cam experience for an explicit sex scene, while the rest were expected to snog or take part in vanilla sex. Oh my God. Now, I've got nothing against porn. I've watched porn myself beforehand. Um, but to get public money for that? No way. Some of the hardcore acts involved in the project, entitled Rain, are so extreme that actors were to be provided with psychological aftercare. They would draw on the long tradition of pornography with the help of an intimacy coordinator, as well as pornography's long-standing tradition of financial remuneration, in this case, a daily rate of £270. What the fuck? That doesn't sound like a lot of money to take your clothes off and demean yourself. The casting call would not have looked out of place in the small ads of a top-shelf magazine, yet the fact that a sex film was to be made was not what sparked an almighty storm of controversy last week. Now, this is quite an old article that I came across. The truly shocking aspect of this affair was the identity of the group picking up the tab. Creative Scotland, the country's main publicly funded arts body. This is why we shouldn't fucking give money to fund the arts. If it's good enough art, it'll pay for itself. If you're not good enough to do art which pays for itself, then fucking get out of it and get a real fucking job. As community arts and theatre groups across the country struggle to survive, well, do things which people go and see. Amid swinging subsidy cuts, the Scottish Government Quango chose to award almost £110,000 of £1,000, I should say, of National Lottery funding to the makers of Rain. In the pitch on her website, the project's provocative director, Leonie Ray Gasson, said she was inviting prospective audience members to come and see the daddies lurking in the woods and a secret cave sex party exploding onto the screens. What the fuck? She listed a building array of dyke identifying perfumers she wanted to cast from, including trans dykes, poly dykes, stud dykes, baby dykes, bi dykes, asexual dykes, female dykes, elder dykes, dykes, and many other classifications of all combinations of shapes, sizes. She just wants to get everyone just fucking on screen together. That's what she wants. She's a fucking weirdo. Glasgow-based Ms. Gasson, who describes herself as someone who approaches her work from a queer and neurodivergent perspective because she's a fucking weirdo, was approved for £84,000 in January round of Creative Scotland's National Lottery Open Fund, more than 10% of the total pot. Wow. Shit. Astonishingly, Creative Scotland had already awarded her £23,000 from the same fund last year to research and develop her ideas. What the fuck? What do you need to develop? It's just people fucking. You don't need a story or anything. Uh, Announcing January's 800,000 funding round, Creative Scotland's Interim Director of Arts Paul Byrne said, "We're proud to be awarding funding from the National Lottery for such a broad range of dynamic products and porn, so many of which tell stories and platform perspectives which may go otherwise unheard." Last week, such congratulatory words were drowned out by the arts body, which is in charge of the $96 million budget, performing a screeching U-turn. Stung by a wave of public outrage led by women's rights campaigners who condemned the project as nothing more than porn masquerading as art and culture, Creative Scotland went into rapid reverse gear. I don't know how the fucking idiots at Creative Scotland could not have fathomed that this is what was going to happen. I guess it's because they're degenerates as well. On Thursday, a spokesman for the Quango said after reviewing Ms. Gasson's application and contractual agreement, Creative Scotland had made the decision to withdraw support for this project, will not be seeking the recovery of funding paid in respect to. So they've fucking cost the taxpayer £23,000. You've just wasted. At least you didn't waste the extra £83,000 or whatever it was. What has emerged in the latest phase of the project represents a breach of the conditions of funding the award. As the surely you would have known what the hell you were funding. If you didn't know what the hell you were funding, then you guys should be fired or just resign because you obviously can't do your job. The central role that non-simulated real sex acts now play in the project marks a significant change to the nature of work presented in the original application, which was assessed for funding. Now, if they lied, surely you would have gone out and maybe did some digging around to make sure that everything is correct for whatever projects that you actually fund. You should have gone into the background of the people behind it. Privately, the agency will be hoping to draw a line under this unedifying saga, but it begs the question, how on earth did a supposedly respectable public arts body end up bankrolling how? Because they're not respectable. They're probably made of left-wing fucking weirdos. That's what it is. It has led to cross-party calls for Ms. Gasson's funding application to be published in full. Yep, exactly. Find out what she actually said in her original one where they gave her £23,000 to restore trust in the funding process, which has been the subject of past criticisms by art groups. What else does it say? Scottish Conservative MP Alexander Stewart said serious questions remained over the use of taxpayers' cash, adding, as part of their review, Creative Scotland must urgently guarantee that this sort of award will... It shouldn't be them reviewing it. It should be an independent review. Come on, you fucking MPs. Get on with it. If they're making porn on the public purse, who signed off on this? The public will be disgusted. Yet it is not as if Creative Scotland was unfamiliar to Ms. Gasson's oeuvre. Don't know what that word means, maneuver. I don't know. 5 years ago, the self-styled multi-reality director directed a Scottish youth theatre performance in which a 16-year-old used sex toys like... What the fuck? A 16-year-old used sex toys live on stage. Oh my God. Surely that is illegal. Under the guidance of some 20-somethings, some teenagers and a child explore... What? And a child? Explore what they think about relationship sex and what it means to have a... Fucking hell. How they gave this person any form of money is just disgusting. The creative Scottish people must be just fucking weirdos. Anyway, I think that's pretty much all the stuff it talks about. You know, these people with that hold public money, they have to be held to fucking account. Heads should roll. All those people should be fired on the spot from Creative Scotland. Even though I live here in New Zealand, I feel for the taxpayers in Scotland that have to fucking stump up for this bullshit. Anyway, that's it from me. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, you're welcome to give it a thumbs down. And if you like my content, please subscribe. Feel free to leave any comments in the comment section. Happy to reply back to any comments you make. And hopefully I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.